Good morning, soul family. Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. As soon as I pressed that record button, this button popped open. Somebody must be thirsty. Just kidding. Let's get on with it. All right. So, of course, I'd like to start off by saying thank you so very much to the subscribers, to the comments, to the likes, the views, the shares, everyone. I appreciate everyone. I am trying to reach a goal of 2,000 and I'm getting closer. Please help me by pressing that subscribe button, at the end of the video. It's probably going to be like around here. Anyway, I feel today you ever met someone so stubborn that they like absolutely refuse to change. They refuse to do anything different with themselves. And but yet they're still stuck in the same mindset that things were like it was years ago. Like several years ago. Like 20, 30 years ago. This is that type of person who refuses to change, who refuses to come up with the times, who refuses to allow themselves to elevate their own thinking. And it's because their best days so far were back then, when they were at their most confident, when they had it going on the most. And since then, they've been stuck in that time warp and they've been refusing to let go to find out what their life can be like moving forward. Let's ring the bell. Let's clear the energy and let's see what the message is that Spirit has for us. That was a decisive bell. Very decisive. Bottom of the deck. All is fair. So it's like something that's happening now is fair. And it could be something that's someone is going through that's dharma, or they could be going through karma. Dharma is receiving the positive for the positive that someone has done, and karma is receiving the not so positive for the not so positive that someone has chosen to do. Thank you, Spirit. We have inner strength. For some reason, Boss Up wanted to turn, so I have to go with how Spirit is leading that. Boss Up in the reverse. Seek guidance and wants to come in the reverse too. And then daydreaming. And this is like, okay, so at the bottom we have soulmate, ascension, tension, and tidy up. So this is someone who is wanting and needing to find the best parts of themselves. But they're afraid to do the hard work. They're afraid to do the hard work, and the hard work is to clean up, to tidy up, to understand that this is a different life here. This is a different day. You got to do some other stuff if you want to cross the finish line. You know, you have to like take off those rose-colored glasses and forget about the footsteps that you used to be in and basically understand where you're at now. It's like somebody they're refusing to change. The inner strength with the Boss Up in reverse, seek guidance in reverse, and then daydreaming. They are refusing to change. They're refusing to do the hard work. They're refusing to boss up. They don't care what anyone says to them. because they're still stuck in how things used to be when they was like at their best, when they really had it going on. And this is somebody who could be really fooling themselves. Like the woman who was really, really, really hot in high school or in college, but she did a life worth of drinking and drugs and let people, slap her around. And she, went to jail a few times. I mean, she just led a wild life. And now she's looking so old, but yet she's looking old, she's looking beat up, and she's looking decrepit, but yet she still slaps that thick makeup on. She still curls her hair, puts on that wig, and still puts on those clothes and sprays that extra, extra, extra perfume, and goes out and thinks that she's getting ready to swing somebody's attention. But she's looking like an old hag. And when people like, they ask her how old you are, and she's like, I'm 42. What? You only 42? I mean, oh, you 42? Or the guy. He remembered what it was like for him when he was in college or in high, pledging a fraternity or playing football or all the above, and how he had women just coming like left and right, left and right, left and right, swooning over him. But and he had his pick of the litter, and for him back then it was just all about what he could get to satisfy his little itty bitty beat out. And so he's still thinking he's like that, even if it has been 250 extra pounds added onto his body. He's still refusing to look at himself like, dude, look at me in the mirror. I'm out of complete shape. I'm pushing 400 pounds, acting like somebody want to jump on top of this, or somebody want me to be sweating, jumping all on top of them. I need to get myself right. Both of these examples, and these are probably, hopefully, exaggerated examples, but we know that they're not. And I'm trying to be nice when I say hopefully, only be on account that it's Sunday. But we know somebody ain't really looking at themselves how they really need to look at themselves. And we all have to take that time. We all really have to boss up. We can't be walking around like I know I'm this shit. I know I'm this. I know I'm that. And sometimes we have to actually go and ask other people and really listen to their honest opinion. And we can't go to the people that's going to be like, you cool. You cool. You know what? You need somebody to accept you for you. Yeah, but you don't need nobody to accept you for being the asshole that you are. It's your responsibility to grow, not somebody to accept you as an immature asswipe who's only concerned about one thing, a one trick pony. It's not nobody's job to love that. Don't nobody want to love a one trick pony. Let's go ahead and bring in the love, the light, the energy, and the message the Spirit has for us today. Bottom of the deck, we're going to start right here. The lovers. Yeah, somebody's thinking about a relationship. They thinking about this person. They want this to go well. They feel like this person is everything that they want. They feel like everything that they need, that them getting with this person would somehow turn their life all the way around. They're thinking about this person like this, but at the same time, they are definitely having some things that they need to look at. They need to really look at. And it has to be with who they used to be and what's really going on now. They need to be very clear about what they're actually looking at and what they're actually adding to this relationship. Because they just can't come in here willy-nilly like they not really trying to add nothing, but they're trying to take something away. They can't come in here like that. They got to come in here solid. They got to come in here with a motherfucking plan. Not just a plan, but a plan on how to move forward. They got to do some things. Somebody not looking at that. They not looking at that. They looking at, you know, put in where I can get in, I really just want to make sure I can get the jobs, or I just want to make sure I can just get what's in that pocket. They're not looking at the shit that they got to do. You get what you give. I'll put it like this. Because if you ain't giving shit, you ain't getting shit. And like I had to ask somebody who was trying to talk about this relationship, wanting to make sure that, that I was willing to get down. I was willing to get down. And I had to say, you know what? Let's keep it real. Let's keep it 100. I pay all my own bills. I support myself nicely. I got my own car, my own credit. I travel by myself. I take myself out to eat. I take myself to whatever it is I want to do. I'm doing that for me. So I had to ask somebody, what are you actually trying to bring to the table? I mean, if it's dick, is that what you bringing? Because if it's just dick that you bringing, let me know so I can adjust myself accordingly to place you in a certain category on over here. This is someone who wants to offer me just dick. And that's cool if that's what you can bring. If that's what you are about, let me know. I'm good with you. I'm not judging you. But you can't get mad whenever I meet somebody who's about something a little bit more than that. Someone who might want to help me reach my goals and my dreams. Because then I'm going to put them over here. Because they may have a dick, but they also got a brain, and they're more concerned with my brain. So actually, I might put them up over here, especially if they want to help me to reach my goals and my dreams. I might put them all the way up here. In fact, I might have to kick your little 3-inch dick out the fucking picture because this one need that extra 3 inches. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So somebody's refusing to look at all of that. It's like they refuse to boss up. They just trying to bring in some dick. Don't nobody want no real, somebody like they could like, all I really got to do is just do that. I mean, don't nobody want no real player no more. That was like in the 70s and the 80s. It was weaning out in the 90s and the 2000s. This is 2024. That shit been dead. Ain't nobody looking for no pimp like that. Nothing like that. Women is out here looking for men. And men is out here looking for women. We ain't looking for pimps and hoes. We're not looking for one-trick ponies. Mm-mm. We're looking for scholars. We're looking for brainiacs. We're looking for people that want to help us get to make our dreams come true. So, and we're looking for those that we can help make their dreams come true. We're looking for partnerships. We're looking for relationships. It's somebody just they're looking out for themselves, but they see you have that inner strength. They see you got it going on. They see you doing the damn thing, and they kind of feel intimidated. They feel defeated because it's like, especially if they see you doing the damn thing and you asking them, what the hell are you bringing to the table? They probably don't know what the fuck to say. Because they probably, you know what? We got the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the Four of Wands. So this is somebody who they really worrying about, what they can get, they worrying about if they boss up and do this and do that, are you gonna like maybe leave them one day? So that's why they don't really want to boss up. That's why they don't want to really want to put nothing into your goals or your dreams or your desires, because they're afraid that maybe one day you leave them. So basically, they want you to deal with their insecurities. And that's where the problem lies in the first damn place. They was afraid to work on themselves. They was afraid to do right by themselves, to go through the struggle, to work out, to do this, to do that, to get fit, to get active, to do this, to do that, so that they could feel secure within themselves. They haven't done their own work. So that's why they're kind of stuck. They're afraid to chop wood. This the type of person that's gonna say, "Oh, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm gonna do it later today. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm gonna do it and they don't really do it because or if they do it, they half-ass do it. This is the same type of person that will sit there, go traveling, come back, and leave their luggage sitting around for 2 weeks, full, like they just got from out of town. That type of person. What's the message? But they refuse to look at themselves. That's the thing. They refuse to look at themselves. They so worried about looking at what you doing. This is somebody who needs to seek guidance. This is somebody who uses is that their lower vibrational energy. This is somebody who acts like they want to come in as the king of cups, and they want to do this and want to talk about, but all they want to do is talk about sex. That's it. That's all they want to talk about is sex. That's it. They want to talk about, when we get together, what we gonna do? This is the type of person that I'm telling you. That's all they want to talk about. That's all they want to talk about. But this is the type of person that's done this for so damn long, thinking that this is how you get in. No, that's how you get out. Spirit is trying to get this person's attention to say, you know what? You need to come with a new plan. You need to come up with a new idea. This person is not driven. They're not. And it's like sometimes I feel like this person struggles with the truth. And the reason that this person struggles with the truth is because this person is they make up excuses as to why people leave them time and time and time again. They don't want to sit there and say, well, it has to do with me. It has to do with how I'm loving on myself. It all has to do with what I'm willing to give in order to receive. This person thinks singular. Singular. And when I say singular, I mean about them damn self. It's like, and they want the heartbreak and the heartache to end. They want it to end, but they don't see that it's them that's making it perpetuate. They are creating their own prophecy. Eight of Wands, the Star, and the Hierophant. Once again, Spirit has been trying to get their attention to let them know, you know what, you can have what you want, but you got to heal. You got to get up off your ass. You got to do the damn thing that you need to do and understand that that shit that you kept doing time and time and time again, doing the same stupid thing, thinking that you was going to get a different response, you need to let that shit go. You want a different response? You got to come up with something different. The Spirit has been sending them all the wake-up calls that this person could possibly receive. Bottom of the deck. And that's the only thing that they think about when they wake up in the morning. Their boom boom stick. Or somebody thinking about somebody else's boom boom stick. That's it. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? Somebody is afraid to move forward. They're afraid to be real. Ooh, they're afraid to look at themselves. They're afraid to look at themselves and find out the truth. They're afraid of the truth. They are. Because they're afraid to be set free. They are. They want to remain bound. They want to remain like, they are just in their own world. They're afraid to be set free. Because if they're set free, then that means that they have to look at themselves for everything that they thought that they were, but everything that they're realizing that they were not. So this person, they continue to sit there and they continue to cower. And their way of cowering is continuing to do the same thing over and over and over and over, thinking, I'm going to get a different result this time. Spirit said, no, no, no. Spirit said, this time you about to grow the fuck up. I'm sorry. And the Spirit said something else, but I didn't catch it. But this time you about to grow the fuck up. Ooh, Spirit said, because you know what? You have a choice. You can either grow up or I can make it so that you can't use it at all. I felt somebody's life drain from their face. What's the message? Bottom of the deck. Ooh. Somebody's got to put in the work on themselves. They got to look at themselves. Everything that they've been thinking that they was doing and in the past, but they got to look at none of that shit was working out. Nothing. All that player energy, that wasn't doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. So like I said, somebody's afraid to look at themselves. They're afraid to have a real conversation. Because they know that the truth is coming. And they're afraid of how they're going to be made to look. And it's not how they're afraid to be made to look. They're afraid of looking at themselves as this person speaking the truth and saying, this is what I see. And this is what it is. Someone letting them know, I'm not about to lower myself, dummy down, do none of that shit just so that you can feel better about yourself. That's something that you gonna have to work out. Now, either you gonna get on this motherfucking train or you're not. We got with Bossing Up, we got the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles and the Magician. But Bossing Up is in reverse, remember? So it's like this person, they for a long time, they've been talking about it. They've been saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it," but they've never done it. They said they was gonna do it, but they've never done it. They are a procrastinator. They're afraid of looking at the truth. They're afraid of the truth. Because if they look at the truth of seeing that all they're looking at, all they're wanting is just the romp and the sheets, you know, then we got the Ten of Wands and the Six of Swords, and they're gonna understand why people left them. Because all they were doing was casting burdens. They wasn't telling anybody they wanted to hear. They was telling everybody what was important to them, and people were like, I am not going to allow you to objectify me in that manner. So people were being spiritually led to leave this person, and they have left this person. This is something that this person is refusing to see. They're refusing to accept the advice and the guidance from Spirit, who's been trying to talk to them for a while. Clarifying this daydream, we have the King of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Once again, this person has been lying to themselves over and over again about, I know what boys want, I know what guys like, or whatever. No, you don't. You apparently don't have a clue. It's like this person, they're scared. They're timid. They're timid. They are afraid to come to the light. They're afraid to look at that mirror. They're afraid to do that inner work. It's time for someone to learn some lessons. It's time for someone to understand that it's up to them. This person, they want this new beginning. They want a new beginning, but at the same time, they're going to have to understand. They're going to have to end some not so positive, very nasty, negative, very turn offish, very elementary, very vile, ugly traits. These are these ugly ass traits when it comes to this relationship. This person is like, when it comes to relationships, this person don't want to do nothing. This is like that somebody that you would have to lovingly call a nasty motherfucker, because anything else would seem kind of rough. You know what I'm saying? Once again, this person is going to have to start coming on with some different type of approach. This person is going to have some different type of communication style. But other than that, this person is refusing to grow up. Let me turn this fan on. Hold on. Yeah, like I said, this person is having to look at everything that they've done in the past. It's not been working, and they're trying to get someone to be with them. This person, the people have been choosing to remain single, and this person don't understand. It's been justice because you ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing. Bottom of the deck. This is justice. Yes, it's justice. It's time for someone to grow up. Oh, like I said, Spirit said either you grow up the way you need to grow up, or I'm gonna make it so that I shut shit all the way down. Mm. We have the Seven of Swords. We got the Queen of Wands. We got the Queen of Coins, the Two of Swords, and the Hierophant. Yeah. So it's like, you know what? Spirit says, I'm tired of you acting like you all this and all that. You're not. You need to sit your ass down. You know, you need to make a decision that you need to have some worth about yourself, and you need to look at other people and to see who else is worthy. You know, Spirit says, I'm not sitting here allowing this. This is a call. This is why someone they're looking for love, but ain't nobody trying to open up that cup of love. Everybody's like, get away from me with that shit. It's not because you ain't found nobody freaky enough. It's because that's all you are, is a one trick pony. You saw that shit jump out at me. A one trick pony. And don't nobody want a one trick pony. It's time for this King of Wands to learn the lesson. Or a lesson will be given to that King of Wands. You see these jumping out at me? You see these cards flying? We got the Chariot, the Seven of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, and we got the Ten of Wands. Yes. Spirit says, listen, right here. It's time for you to decide that it's time for you to up your game, and for you to basically mature, for you to start fighting for yourself, for you to start doing things for yourself, for you to get up off your ass. Basically, this is what it's saying. Get up off your motherfucking ass. Or Spirit said, I will set your ass down for good. Something about having to point out this skull. Because what the fuck you doing right now, that shit definitely ain't working. Spirit says, and I'm here to let you know. Shit ain't working. Ooh, what's the message, Spirit? Whenever you was young and somebody would get yelled at and you don't want to get yelled at, you'd be like, one of those things. That's how I feel right now. What's the message? Something about, Spirit said something. Somebody need to understand something or see something. It has to do with whenever they were young. It's almost like they had replaced something for something else when they were young. It's like it was a habit that they have to go back and they have to understand why they do this, or why they say this, or why they act like that. It's almost like, almost like I feel like there's some female whose dad was like kind of like a little creepy, and would always, say, oh, you sexy, you this, you that, you this, you that. putting all these ideas in her mind. So whenever she grew up, she felt like she had to appear sexy and she had to do all of this and she had to do all of that because she heard that shit that her crazy ass fucked up daddy was telling her. Or the little boy that ate everything to try and stuff his feelings down, so he was eating everything and he was okay whenever he was in high school because he was still active, but now he looks like a overweight fucking slob or something like that. You know, shit started from whenever they was kids. And instead of them getting the help that they needed, they kept going on doing the same shit over and over and over and over and over. Whereas they should have been seeking help so that they can receive the happiness they wanted. Even if that meant going to go seek a psychologist, psychiatrist, a counselor, or something, just so that they can go ahead and unlock the magic that was within them and they could understand what was actually holding them back, or maybe who in their family is the one that caused some fucking confusion so that they could put an end to the situation because now they understand the truth. And those were just some exaggerations that I gave, just as some examples that don't have to be all the way to the left or all the way to the right. It could be somewhere in between. It could be somebody who's afraid, who live with their mama and this and that. And yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It could be somebody who live with their daddy. It could be, but whatever it is something that this person needs to do to fucking change it. Because they see now, no matter what they do, this is just not working. Nothing is moving forward. Nothing is moving forward. They got to look at this differently. They have to see that, you know what? It's some shit that they've been putting in. Maybe all the things that they've been thinking about, or the only thing that they think about. You know? Thank you, Jiminy Christmas. Okay. So that was a lot of cards that came out. Okay, so these came out and they flew over here. So apparently someone's got something to talk about, some communication or something that's going to give a wish fulfillment. Something that helps somebody in a great way. And that's what flew all the way over here and on the floor. And we're going to say that this is clarifying this world card. You know, helps them to somebody's got some information that's going to help someone to complete a cycle that they've been going through time and time and time again, and it's just so to the point it doesn't even make sense. This person ain't even happy no more, but they can't get out of that cycle because they can't stop long enough to see that they're the ones who's causing themselves that pain. We got the Death card, we got the Nine of Wands, we got the Six of Coins, the Nine of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. So, you know, clarifying this, you know, Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, someone understands now that they have to put an end to whatever it is that they needed to end, because it's not like letting people want to get close to them. It's keeping people away from them. Nobody want to be bothered with what the fuck they talking about. You know? They need to come where it's a little bit more balanced in their communication and their give and take and whatever it is that they are trying to bring forward. You know? If someone is trying to start a new relationship or something like this, and all this person is talking about is money, the other person don't want to hear that bullshit all the fucking time. What the? You don't have a job? Oh, what, you think a relationship I'm supposed to pay all your bills because we're in a relationship? No. Or the other person, all they want to talk about is sex. What we gotta talk about sex all the damn time for? I know how to do it. You know how to do it? If you know how to do it, I know how to do it. We good. Let's talk about some dollars and cents. Let's talk about something that makes some sense. Okay? It's like somebody they you know they need to understand that there's something that they have to stop. There's a realization that they have to stop. Nine of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, because whatever they're doing, it's like it's like they think about it, they say it, they do it, because it's first and foremost in their mind, to the point where people can pick up on there and they're like, ugh, get that fucking gross thing away from me, because that's all you're thinking about, you know. And so and it's messing them up because they feeling like, I'm not gross. You're not gross. But if that's all you talking about, that shit is gross. Get that fucking gross thing away from me. Grow the fuck up. Come on with some other conversation. I see that you can put that little pony bit in your mouth and prance around the yard to the music. What else can you do? Can you do a backflip? Can, can you bring all the boys to the yard? What else can you do? Can you make my bank account go? Or can you sing? What the fuck else can you bring to this table? Come on, little pony. Or should I just play the record again? Here, let me play the record again, because you want to show me your little pony dance. Here it goes. You know, come on. You see what I'm saying? Is anything clicking? Making sense to anybody? It's like, don't nobody want no one trick fucking pony. That's why somebody say, you know what? I'm cool being on my own. I would rather be on my own than to have to deal with some toxic shit. I'd rather be on my own than to have to deal with some toxic shit. Someone feeling like, oh well, I'm getting ready to see so and so today, so I know I got to have $250, or somebody had to hear it, or I know I got to wear a certain pair of panties, or somebody hear it. Like that. Get the fuck on. Get the fuck on. Somebody thinking that maybe they want to sit there and act like it could be an earth sign. Or it could be somebody with a little bit of pocket change thinking, no, whoever it is, they finding out they've had to have a very tough shell in the past. Okay? And like I said, with this being a big old turtle, look how big that shell is. And this turtle been there long enough for grass to grow, a tree to grow, flowers to grow. There's somebody that they think that somebody need to come to them. First of all, let me tell you something. If you begging for my stuff, don't you ever think I'm coming to you. Ever. If you ain't walking around looking like, with your body and your face looking like Nelly, looking like Nick Cannon, looking like The Rock Johnson, looking like Busta Rhymes, if you ain't looking like them, you can wrap that shit up. You can put a bow on it. You can put an arrow. You can wrap. It's a fucking no. That's a no. Okay, that's a no. Mm. Ixnay on the pound, Fritz. Nope. Cause somebody like this, for some reason I feel sloth. That's how I feel. Somebody that's really lazy. They thought about how they used to be back in the day, but they're not like that now. Not even close. I feel sloth, and I feel like they're kind of like egotistical. You know. Mm-mm. And it's like they put on this tough exterior, like, oh, nothing hurts me, but it hurts them. They really have a real soft interior. It hurts them, but yet they're still too afraid to do anything about it. They're afraid to look at themselves in the mirror. And all these people that have been saying, just look, just look, just look, they're afraid. Oh my gosh, look, this came in upside down. They say no. They are afraid to take that step. They're afraid to move forward. They are afraid to look at themselves in the mirror. They're afraid to actually change. They feel like they don't have to come with some different conversation. They don't have to apologize or nothing. They feel like they should be able to be who they want to be, and somebody's supposed to accept that. They feel like they can have the type of conversation they want, and eventually, they feel like eventually somebody will come. Mm-hmm. And look at them still waiting, looking like a fool, waiting like a fool. They still waiting, still looking and waiting. Mm-mm. You know, still in the same sloth energy. Thinking that they the gift, feeling like they can do whatever, and they don't have to really do whatever. They could just whatever, and somebody's gonna just show up. Mm-mm. What else? Let's go ahead and grab some from the stack, and we'll close this up. What is going on with this person here? Thank you, Spirit. What is going on? Ooh. They lied in court. Stand in your convictions. Someone needs to open their throat chakra. They need to force it out if they must. They need to tell this person about something. And they're not who you thought they was. Something about maybe a special night out. Maybe somebody was planning a special night out or something. This person kind of ruined it in a way or something. Like, did something stupid, like y'all went to had a special banquet or something in your honor, and while you up there getting your trophy or whatever, your dinner guest, your plus one, is in the back stuffing food in their purse or something. Dumbest move ever. Damn. That would be embarrassing. Yeah. I would have to leave that person right there. I would just, after I got my trophy, I grab my car keys, tell that person stay right there. I'll be right back. And I'd Uber home if I had to, something. But I would leave that person right there. I would be having to put a stop to the bullshit, and definitely decide that I need to plant some seeds elsewhere, something like that. I had to say something like that to somebody's face. Oh no. Be like, what the, have you lost your damn mind? Have you lost your mind? I don't know, but somebody, they're not getting the big picture. Something about that. They don't want to make fair. They don't make fair fights. Ooh, somebody's a spiritual gangster. Okay, they don't make no fair fights now. Like I said, and somebody doesn't know anything about loyalty. You know, but it's like they can see it in the other person, and so they're not really tripping off this other person. They feel like it's all good in the hood. I'm gonna get what I need, and new love is about to come in. So that's why it is all good in the hood, because this person come with some good energy. Okay, and then that dark curse can be returned. It could be a jealous sibling that threw this with some negative energy. Oh my gosh, you put this person on you, you know? Ooh, Orion. Somebody better tread very lightly. Because if they called on Orion, you know, Orion's going to give you what you ask for, but not in the way that you want or expect. Someone needs to not seek revenge. They need to just go on about their business. Told you. Somebody is an old ass tramp. They look hard as hell. They probably like, you said 42? Did you say your child was 42? No, you said you was 42. Oh, they looking at this person like, yeah, you must have been the biggest hoe. Just with somebody, their favorite letter is the V because their legs all up in the air always. The biggest hoe. Ain't nothing but an old ass tramp. Someone else, they see that their career is on. I mean, the career is on an upward trajectory. We did see something about your sister or jealous sibling. Something your sister steals. Oh, she might be that old tramp. Never thought about that one. What else? We'll grab some more in a minute. Oh, I see witchy, messy, messy. Yep, we did see that Queen of Wands. Uh-huh. Somebody thought, yep. Let's grab some more. Mm, mm, mm. What else, Spirit? Anything else? Anything else before we wrap it up? Thank you. Anything else? Okay. Thank you. That one. Anything else? Oh. This one seems to pop. Okay. All right. Somebody has that shaman energy. That's perfect. You're stable. It says ask God to change you. Not to change somebody else, but to change you. Somebody's coming to you talking about something they didn't mean what they said. Okay? Something about your life and your spiritual purpose, your divinity. I don't think that somebody understands that. You know, maybe somebody had to be separated. But somebody said they didn't mean what they said. But you said, I mean what I said. They took a big risk and they could have lost. Job loss. Yep. Something about their family tree or your family tree. Somebody's family tree. Like I said, could have learned it as a young, whatever this was, as a young person. You know. Something about they need not to ever delight in the downfall of another person. And maybe that's what it is. They had that negative energy. You know, your family collaborated to stop you. You know, but they are a firm believer now because they see that you have graduated and ascended and that you are healed. I'm going to leave that right here. If you have not had an opportunity to subscribe, please do so. I am going live today, y'all. Of course, by the time this slow ass video uploads, the live will have already been completed. But I hope to see you there. Thank you so very much. I surely do appreciate y'all. And I love you even more. If you need me, reach out. My email address is below. Thank you.